Hi there, friends. This is the Darci Diaries, and I am Darci. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about my intentions in what I write. So, when I set out to write the Unbroken Tales, I really wanted to have characters who struggled. I wanted to write about people who got through difficult things and were still heroes. And so that's why, like, Lex has a disability, and Robin and Karina both have like PTSD. Like, they both deal with that. Merlin has PTSD. Henri has some unresolved grief that I don't know if everybody has seen much of yet, but he's gonna have to deal with it in book 3. He also is autistic, so that is, while that's not like he's not broken because of that, it is something that he has to like live with, right? It's something that he has to learn how to adapt with. So things like that, like mental illness and disabilities and stuff that we can't really change, but that we can learn to work with and learn to work through. That was something that was really important to me, because while I don't have chronic disability or chronic pain, I have had mental health issues for most of my adult life. And in retrospect, looking back, I had them in my childhood as well. But I was just never diagnosed. And so it's definitely something that's near and dear to my heart, that I wanted to make sure I was representing well, that I could, how do I say it? Like, I wanted to be realistic, but also like, I didn't want to just heal things with magic, right? So yeah, that's something that I definitely wanted to do. And I'm really proud of what I've done so far in the first 2 books, and looking forward to book 3 and doing a little bit more. So I hope that comes across. That's the thing, is that you set out to write something and you just never really know how it will be received, right? It's all kind of in the execution. And I do my best, and I have lots of beta readers and sensitivity readers and people to help me deal with sensitive subjects appropriately, as well as portray things realistically, right? Like, I don't want to sugarcoat stuff, because these are real issues that real people deal with, and I want to be respectful and portray them realistically, but at the same time, it's a book, like, it's a piece of media, and so you want people to want to read it, right? You don't want to write about depression in a way that is going to make the reader depressed necessarily, right? You want the reader to be eager for them to work through what they're going through and overcome to a certain extent. And people talk about the Way of Kings, the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. He does a lot of this in that series. Particularly, people talk about Kaladin because he has depression, chronic depression. And there are a lot of readers who read those books and get into book 3, book 4, and suddenly they're like, oh, he's so whiny, or, oh, I don't like him anymore, I don't like his chapters. And it's like, that's depression, guys. It doesn't just go away. You can have a breakthrough, you can have realizations, you can have, help, you can get therapy, and you can try to, you can maybe have less of it over time as you get all of those things, but like, it doesn't just go away. It will always be there. It's something that you have to learn to live with. And Kaladin is, he's a fighter, man. He deals with so much, and so much darkness that comes from all over, not just from his own mind, but from outside sources as well. And he fights through it. It reminds me of Jared Padalecki's Always Keep Fighting campaign, because he deals with that as well. He deals with depression and anxiety and fear, and yeah, it's you've got to always keep fighting, and that's something that I really respect about people with mental illnesses and who deal with that on a daily basis. So yeah, just wanted to kind of talk about that. I hope that my books portray these things in a realistic and also maybe even educational and supportive kind of way. That's the goal. So yeah, if you've read them, let me know what you think. As far as updates, I am about 30% into Clever. I'm really just hoping that I can get a couple of really good, a few really good days this month and get farther into it, because I really need to finish this book by the end of the month, and we're getting close to the finish line. So anyway, have a good week. I will talk to you next week. Thanks.